Okay, I am sorry. Oh, look at these colors, or the lack of colors. There is something going on here with the light. I am, yeah, I'm on the ferry that will take me across the fjord, and um, I'm in a rental car. It's a very nice car, but there is something going on with the colors. Uh, my face is all white. Now let's see. Can we move over somewhere? Can we move the camera? Is that that's much better. Um, Hang on. Can we? Can we hi there, Jon. Hi there. Let's see here. Can we move the camera over here? Maybe that helps. No. Can I move it here? No. I guess I will just have to hold it. And I will hold. Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. That helps a little bit as well. What's going on now is that we are yeah, we I'm in a rental car. I'm on the ferry, and the ferry is going across the fjord. And where I was, my place here is, I have the sun in my eyes here. So I'm sorry about that. Maybe this one is one of those that will be best if you're not, hold on, if you're not watching. um, what I'll do is, I'll try to lean over here. It's a little bit better. So I didn't plan this, as you might have guessed already. Okay, so I'm really sorry about the quality here, but I'm in a rental car, and I kind of promised to follow up the morning live stream. Now I'm on my way to Kristiansand, which is a city in the very south of Norway, and I will be doing a reading. No, sorry, not reading today. I will be talking about my book, my upcoming novel on stage. Well, thank you. Is it Jon or John? The path you walk is beautiful. Yes, it is very nice up there in the mornings, and all day actually. But yeah, as I said, I'm that's where I can breathe. And now I'm on the ferry, and everything is as they should be. My headache is firmly in place, and I'll be driving for 3 hours when I reach the other side of the fjord, that way. And I think it's like 10 minutes on stage, and then drive back for 3 hours. So yeah, but the most important part is what I wanted to talk about. Not really talk about, but I wanted to mention that. Well, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Good morning from the US, Bjorn. My favorite Viking novelist. Well, you haven't read. I guess you haven't read my novels. Good morning from Florida. But seriously, I am. You look like you finished the raid. Well, no, I didn't. But I'm a happy man now. In the morning live stream, I talked about my dog, who was not doing that well, and so what I did, I went back home. I fed her, and I gave her a little bit more of that painkiller that she gets, for the arthritis, and she had a little bit of a sleep, and then she we took a little walk, and something happened. So when I was about to leave, getting ready to leave, she sensed that, and she got up like before, and she used to, and she wanted to, she was active again, and much better. So that made my day. It's amazing what a little bit of extra painkillers can do. Uh, so that was awesome, wonderful. I'm very happy. I was very happy to see that. Yeah, but then I had to leave. She didn't like that. But then my son got back from school. I was waiting for him to get back from school, and he actually told me that they have a new kid in class now, and he's from Canada. So if there is anyone from Canada listening or watching this, let me know. He is a Norwegian. It's a Norwegian family, but they have, Mountain Hound says it's always a good day when the dog feels better. It is. It's a little bit like I know she's old, but I think lots can be done with arthritis, So yeah, 2 times in one day, 2 live streams in one day. That's true. I'm bored, It's no, that's not really the reason. I just wanted to follow up, and So my kid, my son, they have a new kid in class, and they said, and my son said, and he's really good at basketball. Which is that's great fun, because in Norway that sport isn't really a big thing, but it's more soccer or football, we say here, and the Americans, you say soccer because you have your own kind of football, and but that's anyway that's the big sport here, and it's good to have maybe now they will do more, of the play basketball more. So that's great. And I noticed that these kids, in class, they are very kind, and they inclusive. And so, all is good. All is well. Ethan says, good morning. Happy to make it to my first live stream. Yeah, well, I didn't really consider that, but this is morning in the USA now, in North America. Vivian says, I watch ice hockey and NFL football. Yeah. And Joseph says, wonderful, I finally catch the live stream. What's the repeat of your early one? I'm thankful to be here with you live. Blessings. Well, thank you. Blessings to you as well. Good morning, says Trish from Fort Worth, Texas. God dag for oss, and 5:30 a.m. here in California. Oh, that's early, and it's 10 a.m. in the Midwest. I heard some kids in Norway go to school by plane, right? I don't know. I've never heard about that, but maybe, there are people living in distant distant on islands and distant areas, and sometimes the roads, they kind of they are washed out in the sea. I don't know, maybe it was on one such occasion. I haven't heard about that before. Yeah, So as I said, if you know, I'm on the ferry and just following up the morning live stream. And Northern Nightmares is more traveling, hiding from rain here in UK. So what am I doing today? Well, it's a funny thing actually, because I'm on stage. I will be on stage and I will be talking about my book, which will be out in Norway. That's the third Jomsviking novel, and it will be out in Norway in yeah, well, it's the 5th of October. That's the official date. And it's a funny thing because it's the Viking Age. I'm a historical novelist, and they want to talk about the crude and stupid stuff about the Viking Age. It's all the cliches, you know. So, and I was asked if I could bring my axe, the big Dane axe. I have two actually, but I only brought one. I didn't bring any axe before because then I wasn't driving. I was, you know, they don't, apparently they don't like that you bring your Dane axe in your hand luggage when you're on the airport. These people, I don't get these people, and it's a little bit like I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to, okay, here's the axe, and I'll show them the axe, and then I'm going to talk about other aspects of the Viking Age, and they can look at the axe, and I will be talking about other aspects of the Viking Age. I also have a couple of Viking helmets, and one of them, the people, I guess they can try it on and take photos and stuff, you know. I would love to be a fly on the wall when your daughter has a boyfriend to meet you, just to be sitting there sharpening your axe. Yeah, well, you know, she's a little bit young still, if you ask me. And a comment there. Yes, the first of the Jomsviking novels is in Swedish now, just been out for a few days. Yeah, if you're hearing beeping noises, it's because of car alarms that have been triggered by the waves. Sorry about that. Let me know if that's ruining the sound. I'm not hearing it very loud where I'm sitting here. So, well, thank you. Yeah, thank you for ordering my book in Swedish, and yeah, now the alarms stopped for now. Yeah, so I brought the axe, and Man for All Seasons says one Viking axe and helmet is enough for at least one good Viking raid and pillage. Yeah, well, I guess so. Yeah, that's the alarm again. Okay, so I need to talk a little bit about my book. My books, when will they be available in English? Now, there is first of all, there is a petition. There's a link on both my websites, and there is a link to my websites on all my video descriptions on the main channel, and you can sign that petition if you want to. It's well, thank you. Oh, thank you. There's one of the YouTube subscribers on the main channel is started that petition, which I'm very grateful for. But the main thing is that today I officially cancelled the contract I have with my agent, my literary agent. So until now I had a 3-year contract with them, and they did a good job to start with, and then nothing happened. So I need to be able to move. I need to be able to take action myself, so that the novels will be available in English. That's very important. That's my main goal now. And Vivian says, Björn, I'm now walking outside with my dogs, listening to live streams. That's nice. That's awesome. And Mountain Hound says, can we order the books in Norwegian and get it in the US? I don't know. I don't know how the distribution is to the US. I heard that the German edition is on Amazon. I haven't checked it out, but well, thank you. I haven't checked it out, but I think it's best if you can wait, then wait until the English edition is out. Northern Nightmare says, I think the interest will be high in UK and US. I dare to say that I agree. I can give you some statistics actually from the main channel. Of course I speak in English, so maybe that kind of, well, if I had been speaking in Norwegian, my videos wouldn't have been accessible to people in other parts of the world, but I speak in English, so around 45, between 40 and 50, it varies, goes up and down a little bit, percentage of the views on my videos come from the USA and Canada. And then it's UK on second, no, that's third place actually. Well, see you, Soders. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining us. Yeah, so if I were to judge from those statistics, then the biggest market is absolutely North America and the UK, because that makes up most of the views on my YouTube videos. So yes, that's the big market is there. Now let's see. There was a compliment here. Björn has the voice of a skald. You should do audiobooks. Good day from Tasmania. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. So yeah, if you need someone with a Nordic accent, maybe. I'll tell you a little bit about Tasmania. No, not about Tasmania, but about a relative of mine who went to Tasmania. If I'm not mistaken, Van Diemen's Land is the same as Tasmania. They used to call it Van Diemen's Land. Let me know if I'm incorrect. Okay, yes. So one of my ancestors, and it's a bit mysterious because I've never been able to find out which of those brothers is actually my direct ancestor. But one of those brothers back in those days, one of them, he was a famous composer and womanizer. He was called Ole. Just saying it as it is. He was a bit of a character. He was very famous. He became very rich, and he was, but he was not very modest. So he went to America, and wanted to establish his own country, named after him. It didn't go well, and one of the other brothers back then, he was called Knut. Knut was also an artist, but he was a painter. So he figured out at some point that instead of painting, making paintings and selling those paintings, he just painted the money. So it's true. He made money, which he went to the UK and he started. Yeah, Ole, he wanted to establish his own country called Oleana. And Knut went to the UK and started making money. And by that I mean really making the money. And the government didn't like that when they found out, so he was sent. He was one of two, I believe, only two Norwegians were sent as convicts, across the ocean. And he went to Van Diemen's Land. I think it was 14 years he was a convict there. Yeah, he met his wife there. Actually, he survived, and yeah, I just got a message here. I was criticized a little bit because I have the cell phone with me, I have the smartphone with me, but there are lots of things happening now, and the message I just got now was from UPS, and they have delivered the YouTube silver button to my local post office. So that's very exciting. It's taken a while, but that's the 100,000 subscriber silver button on the main channel. So it's now been delivered to the local post office. Of course, I'm not at home today, but I will pick it up tomorrow morning. So I'm looking forward to that. I will do an unboxing video as well. Yeah, I see that I am now at the convicts are considered royalty. Okay, I didn't know that. So there is a branch of my family actually in Australia. They live in Australia. The reason why I'm a bit hesitant now is that, okay, I see that the ferry has reached the other side of the fjord, and I have to end the live stream. I want to thank you all for the company, even though I'm leaning over here to the side in this rental car. My other car kind of broke down a little bit, so I had to get it to a garage and pick up a rental car. Yeah, unbox the silver button in nature to counteract. Yes. Okay, I'm in a little bit of a hurry now, but I will do the unboxing out in the wild. That's my plan. Okay. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.